especially here on Haps TV. If you haven't subscribed, do me a favor before I get started, because I know that I'm some minutes late. However, take some time right now, if you haven't already, invite some family and friends to check out this broadcast because we are live streaming not only on Haps TV, but on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, you name it. All right. So take some time out of your busy schedule. I'm gonna give you some time to do all of that. If you haven't subscribed to my channel already on Happy TV Network for Royalty Kings and Queens Ministry, take this time very wisely to work on that. All right. So most definitely make sure you work on that real quick for me. All right. And we're gonna go ahead and get started pretty shortly and everything. So take some time very wisely to work on that for me. Thank you. Subscribe to my page. If you want to sponsor me, you can. All right. So I'm gonna let y'all do that for the time being while I add some guests in. All right. All right. All right. So I'm just gonna still gonna leave it some more time, and then we're most definitely gonna go ahead and get started. All right. Make sure that y'all can comment, y'all can leave feedback, y'all can do whatever y'all need to do at this time before we get started. All right. So I'm gonna start in about another minute. I bet you guys want to know what we're going to talk about on this ministry tonight. We're going to talk about some very excellent things. So I'm going to go ahead and get started because I know that for a fact in 30 minutes, because like I said, we're going to be on here till around about 7:40, okay? Because of the fact that I had got started late. All right. So what we're going to do right now is I just want to thank everybody for taking time out of your busy schedule for coming on Haps TV. If this is your first time, leave a comment. If this not your first time and you've been on here before, leave something. All right. I know that I'll be able to check my Facebook comments shortly after this and everything. But for the time being, if you're on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, I will most definitely check them out later. Okay. As soon as I get off here. But if you're on Haps TV, don't be afraid. Leave a comment. Say hi. How you doing? Whatever. Okay. So Haps TV, I'm gonna go ahead and introduce that to you. Haps TV offers a free world-class broadcasting tool, a community eager to collaborate, and a self way for viewers to support creators financially. All right. Also, I'm using Haps, an exciting new platform that makes it super easy for me to simultaneously broadcast to all my social channels and see all of your comments in one place. If you're enjoying my broadcast, I encourage you to download Haps app today and subscribe for more content. You will even get 100 free coins for joining, which you can use to support my work. Like I said, you can sponsor me. All right. Haps TV. Start every broadcast by inviting your viewers. What you can do is download the Haps app, subscribe to get notified when I go live, and support my work on apps. All right. So what we're going to get into, because this makes the second week. The first week was very exciting. I was very excited to have a lot of great viewers on the live. All right. So this week we're going to talk about something different every single week because God has given me the privilege and a great opportunity to be before you guys tonight to talk about some wonderful things. The thing that came to mind for me today was coming from First Corinthians chapter 1, verse 30. But of him are ye in Christ Jesus, who of God is made unto us wisdom and righteousness and sanctification and redemption. All right. The inspiration behind all of this is we are connected to God in a very real way. Through Christ, we are connected to God, wisdom, righteousness, sanctification, and redemption. Everything that God is, we are because of our blood bond with Christ. The attributes of God becomes our attributes as well. The connection established between God and his child is permanent and unbearable. All right. So, what I want to say to you guys tonight is no matter no matter what we go through in life, we're still made in God's image. We're still able to do God's will. We're still challenged to live every day like it's our last day. I understand that a lot of times people knock us off our pedestal and say that we're not going to make it, we're not going to amount to nothing. We didn't graduate in life. We didn't graduate at what we're due. I'm going to be the first one to tell you when life gets shaky, when life gets tough, when life gets rocky, don't allow nobody to take you off who you are. The best part of being who you are is understanding it first. Once you understand who you are, it makes it very relevant, maybe for the next person to understand who you are. If you carry yourself in a way where people can understand, people will be in your corner regardless if you have stuff going on or if you don't have stuff going on. All right. So God created us in a very special way because he sees things in us that sometimes we don't even see in ourselves. So if he gives us a objective for the day to create the mission or to obtain the mission, we need to just go out there and do our thing. It's nothing wrong with going out there and making yourself accountable at all times to do God's will. Because God has some things that we must do. A lot of us sit around in our misery too long and we just be thinking to ourselves, we ain't got nothing to do. We ain't got nothing to cherish. We ain't got nothing going for our favor. I'm here to tell you it's a lot of things going on in your favor today. But until you trust God to take you through the process, you're not going to be able to see yourself through the process if you don't sit there and make it available for yourself to go through the process. Now, I know that many times we ask ourselves, man, Mario, would I ever be able to get to where I want to? Do I have the opportunity to get to where, God can have favor on my journey and on my will? Am I still connected to God in a real way if things are not going my way or if it's not going so well? Well, I'm gonna be the first one to tell you, when you start to develop a bond with Christ and he starts to show you things more so than what you have seen before in your whole entire life, I'm telling you, he's always there to connect you with the right people that you need to be able to build an empire with, to be able to build a solid foundation with, just things that he see things for you. Now, if he see things that fits for your life, trust the process. If he see things that are not fit for your life and you decide, oh man, I'm gonna do everything my own way, you know what I'm saying? Always have that conversation with you and God. Know that you can feel connected in his word and in his wisdom to be able to take you places that you never been before. That's where I'm at with it. If I haven't been more disciplined, because that's what, man, that's the word of the day. If you start to be disciplined, what God is really trying to show you out here, and you start to listen to your gut feelings, you start to listen to your intuition, I promise you, it would not steer you wrong. See, a lot of times we being steered wrong by wrong people that is not going to show us how we can stay connected to the person that we need to stay connected with. Because see, people have talked us out of our game to be disconnected like a Wi-Fi. If a Wi-Fi is not connected, guess what? It's not going to do anything for your good, right? So the thing about it is, if people start to disconnect you from what God has developed for your life, guess what happens, ladies and gentlemen? You're starting to disconnect your way of aligning your blessings, your admiration, everything that you're really searching hard for, that you're really asking God to be able to bring you through. He's not going to be able to bring you through them things if you have not made up in your mind. You have to make stuff up in your mind first. You have to be able to talk to God, go to him, just like you can go to anybody else. Go to him first. Seek him. That's what he said. Seek me first. Once you start to seek him, anytime somebody else talking about they're opinionated, it doesn't matter. Sometimes it matters for certain emphasis only if the person is genuine. Now you can tell when certain people are not genuine. They want to use you all up and don't have no well-being for your life. Because see, the thing about it is, one thing that I know about the man above, he's not gonna put more on you than you can bear. He's not gonna leave you disconnected from him unless you allow yourself to. We got to stop allowing ourselves being disconnected from what God has built us, built God has built in us. If he built something on the inside, that means he done connected us from head to toe, right? So if we start to be disconnected from what he has in store us to be, guess what? Nothing inside of us would function the way it's supposed to. I'm thankful, just like you are thankful, to be able to wake up every morning, to be able to know deep down in your soul that he connect me from head to toe. I understand that there may be times we may not be feeling our best, but guess what? He felt us. He made sure that we was connected. He made sure that we was healed. He made sure that anything that we set our mind to, anything that he wants to be able to lay a solid foundation, he made sure that. I don't know too many people that gonna make sure and set you up for success the way God has. Some people tell you bogus things to knock you off your path, knock you off your pedestal for living your best life. Stop allowing people to knock you off your pedestal. Put people in your life that's gonna see. God put people in your life that He know that's not just gonna stick around just for a season. He gonna put people in your life that's gonna build you up, that's gonna strengthen you, that's gonna make you feel who you are as a person. You don't need people around you that's gonna talk bad about you to the next person and stuff like that. That's not building you up. That's not a friend. Because if you was a real friend, just like we got a real friend in heaven, when he builds us up, he builds us up every single day. You know why? Because he got prayer. You can always, prayer is unlimited. That's one thing I like about a prayer. It's unlimited. The thing about it is he make it so accessible for you to be able to have it on your phone, for you to be able to pick up a Bible inside of some of the department stores that you go to. He make it accessible for you to be able to learn on your own time of how you can be productive of who you are. That's what I love about God above. He sets us up for success. If he says, well, I'm gonna go ahead and make sure you make 500, $600, just depending on if that's how much you want to make. Now, if you want to make 1,000, $1,200, $1,200, or if you want to make more than that, you got to be able to. That one thing that you have to do is be able to talk to God about it. Okay, God, I know I'm not where I used. I know I'm not where I'm used to be, But I thank God that you put me where I am today. But see, when He put you at where you at today, you have arrived at where you at because you have accepted the affirmation of God above. Hey, I'm willing to do your will. Whatever you have in store for my life, I'm willing to do it. If it's to be able to make a to be able to overcome the challenges that I have done in my life before, because I trust you to be able to open up bigger doors for me that I haven't went through in a long time. This is nothing but God's favor, y'all. When God favors you in a very miraculous way, He see things in you that you can see for yourself. And when you start to see things that God has in store for you, you start to see stuff for yourself. No, it doesn't spook you out. It ignites you to a whole nother level. Because see, that's the thing about it. That's the reason why we live every single year, because we are ignited to a whole nother level. Whatever your level is, focus on it. I had somebody told me one time or another, man, Mario, I wish that I can be at the level that you're at. I'm not looking for you to be at the level I'm at. I'm looking for you to be better than the level. I'm looking for you to be able to find the level of entertainment for yourself. I'm looking for you to research, define, reset, blow your own mind. Okay? That's how you find your level. I understand that everybody's out here doing the same things, or maybe he's doing something totally different. I get it. But what I understand is when we go out here and we start to disconnect ourselves from things that God has really built upon us, and we start to say, "Oh man," we start to think, we start to count ourselves out of the blessing before it even happened. Stop doing that. If God connect, if God could connect your body from head to toe, He's going to connect that blessing that you got on the other side. All right. So stop counting yourself out of the blessing. Say say great things. When you get up in the morning time, say, God, I'm willing to do your will. If there is an increase that's going to come to my pockets, let it flow. God, I trust you when I'm feeling sick. I know that you will be able to heal me from through circumstances. See, that's when you start to get connected. That's when you start to channel certain things inside of yourself, because you start to say to yourself, Lord, I trust you. I trust you through the process. I trust you to make a way out of no way. Because see, when you start to say these things, when you start to feed your spirit, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? You are feeding your way to the top. Because there are times where every day we can go out there and get us breakfast, lunch, and dinner or snack throughout the day. But guess what? You can do the same thing for yourself. Feed your spirit. Feed yourself in the morning time with a scripture, or be able to say your own prayer, or whatever you want God to be able to bless you through. Because see, the thing is, one thing that I know for sure is God gonna bless you through your good. He gonna see you through it. When no one else see you through something, He gonna see you through what you need to do. You need to ask yourself, where do you see yourself in the for the rest part of this year? I understand this is July 1st. This is the first of the month. For the next 6 months, what are you gonna do? Is God gonna look to blow your mind? What are you looking God to do for you for the next 6 months? Are you gonna waste it? Waste your mind on other people that don't want to see the best in you? Or are you gonna utilize your time very wisely, seeing the best in you? But see, that's the thing. When somebody sees the best in you before you see the best in you, guess what? It's time for you to wake up, ladies and gentlemen. Wake up. Stop closing your eyes out here. It's something on the it's something greater. It's that is coming in this month. It could be something overflowing. It can be money entering in your account. It can be it can be a new job promotion that is waiting on you. There could be new money on the that's waiting on you. There could be a new car that you've been wanting for the longest that can be waiting on you. There could be a new blessing on the other hand, on the other side, that you've been waiting on it. There could be anything that you can set your mind to that you want God to really overturn for your life. Because see, I'm not speaking these things because I don't have the experience to tell you these things. I'm speaking these things, Lord, I'm speaking these things, ladies and gentlemen, is because the thing about it is when you start to see yourself go through enough, and you start to see the negativity that was there, when you start to see a lot of stuff that was there that don't need to be there, it will blow your mind to turn your life around. It'll blow your mind to feel connected to what God has blessed your mind to be. But see, I get excited every time I'm being put on a mission, or even every time that you're put on a mission. Wouldn't you want to get excited about what is going on out here? Huh? So the thing about it is, we got to find a way to get back on the inside. We've been living by bad behavior, bad habits all our lives, and we haven't started to go back on the inside, which is the home. Yeah, I understand that we have a heavenly home. We have a home inside of our bodies, and then we have a home, which is an image that we go to, call our home. So the thing about it is, once we start to create certain availability inside of our soul, when we start to feed that spirit to make sure that we are connected in the right way, we're going to be who we're going to be in today's society. No matter if nobody likes it or not, it's not on another person to think for you. It's on you to think for yourself. Because the thing about it is, when you leave this earth, you leaving by yourself. You're not leaving with your what y'all call baby daddies, baby fathers, baby mothers, mothers and I mean, mom and dad, brothers and sisters. Y'all not leaving with them people. You leaving by yourself. Okay. So this is the time to work on connecting yourself with Christ. If you haven't had that time to develop that, to be alone by yourself, it's nothing wrong with being alone, because the thing about it is, when you stand alone, you're not standing alone by yourself. There's somebody standing there with you physically and mentally, rooting you on. Do your best. Don't try to do the best. We're not going to use that word anymore. Don't try to do your best. Do the best. Okay. Also, when you're connected with God, you ain't got to worry about throwing in the towel. Throw the towel back, because the times that you throw in the towel and giving yourself away, why give yourself away like that? I'd rather for you to give yourself away to go higher than to go lower. Who wants to go lower? All right. We don't live this life long enough that we don't let it handicap us in some kind of a way where we totally forgot who the heck we are. Stop forgetting who you are. Know who you are. Know that you can build yourself up in a very special way to get to where you need to be. There is a direction in every way that we travel. We don't have north, south, east, and west for a reason. We don't have cardinal direction for a reason. So whatever God leads you, He's connecting you to be the best you. He believes in you when nobody else believes in you. So when you start to go a whole other direction, and it may not be the weather you travel, stop being mad. Stop beating yourself up because you didn't travel the way you thought that you want to travel. Travel where you need to go. I remember this poem back in the day when I was back in 11th grade. It was called a road, the road, the diverge road. Basically, you can either travel to the left, you can travel to the middle, or you can travel to the right. You have to make that decision. When you start to find out what that diverge road is, it's like you in the center. Which route you going to take? Are you going to go to the left? Are you going to go to the right? Or are you going to go to the middle? You have to make a decision. And so that's the thing that I like, when God starts to make you make a decision. Even though He lives inside of you, He lives in all of us every single day. And when He teaches a lesson, He teaches a lesson for a reason, so that we won't make the same mistakes over over and over and over and over again. So when we are connected on the inside, because that's what we are. If you see an image of yourself every single day, when you look in the mirror, you see a spectrum, right? On the side of that, on the inside of that spectrum, what do you see? You see yourself as an image, right? So it's time for us to see ourselves further in whatever career moves that we're willing on doing. It's time for us to feel connected, to challenge ourselves to go further than what we have. If there are some things that we have not done that God hasn't made available to us, don't be mad and sad because it wasn't available. Work toward them things so that you can be able to build yourself up. So when you are ready to feel connected at what He got in store for you, you'll be ready. I wouldn't be ready right now if I wouldn't be in this situation if I wasn't ready. I wouldn't be on Haps TV program platform if I didn't feel like I was ready. I wouldn't be able to create a flyer if I didn't believe in God's will in order for me to be able to put together a ministry. You know what I'm saying? All of this wouldn't be all of this, I wouldn't even be thought of. Everything is being thought of. So when it hits me, I'm 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 just happy to be thought of. I spoke about that last week, being the chosen person. Have you ever felt that God has chose all of us to do His will, to make the sacrifice, to go do something for yourself? It can be anything that you can be able to pamper yourself on. You can go to a massage therapist. You can do a foot detox. You can travel down to Miami, where everybody been going lately. You can go on. You can go. I mean, you can find any type of vacation getaway. You can do anything that helps to nurture your mindset. And when it nurtures your mindset, it nurtures your heart. All right. So let's stop forgetting who we are. Let's challenge ourselves every day to be the best person that we can be in life. I promise you, when you start to work on yourself, I'm not telling somebody telling you about yourself. When you start to work on yourself, you will start to thank yourself more importantly than somebody else coming telling you about yourself. But see, once you start to carry yourself a certain way, it doesn't matter what people think of you. It's what you think of you. And when you start to think of you getting yourself connected into starting your own business, starting your own podcast, starting your own radio station, starting to be an author, when you start to create these things, God give you the power, the wisdom, and the strength to create these things so that you can be the best person that you can be. Because see, the thing about it is when He gives you a gift, accept it. Don't say, well, this gift is not acceptable. Because the thing about it is, God didn't build us to be ungrateful about nothing. See, when you start to create an ungrateful attribute about yourself, when you start to create negative attributes about yourself, then you're going to continue to be negative. But once you start to create a positive realm, positive thinking about yourself, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? You'll start to appreciate yourself so much more for who you are. So always stay connected, always stay in tune, always believe in yourself, always tell yourself if you sick, I'm already healed. Amen. If you already have that promotion that you've been waiting on, that money, say, Lord, I trust you. I trust the process. The money is on the way. Lord, if I have a fast show, I already know it's going to be great because you already created it for me. If you want to be a motivational speaker, God already gave you what you need to get started. See what I'm saying? You see how you can build yourself up? You see how you can feed the spirit of yourself? I promise you, once you start to do that, ladies and gentlemen, you will be excited for who you are, not for what people think you are, but for who you are. Never, never, ever, ever put yourself second best to nobody. If God is before you, who can be against you? You hear me? If God is for you, who can be against you? Because see, when God thought it started with God first, then of course he brought his one and only son, his beloved one and only son, into the world. And when he sat back and died for our sins, it gives us the privilege of respect to respect all of this, to see all the things that he has done for us and for our lives and for our good, that we can be healed from anything, any infirmities, any equities, anything that we have been through, ladies and gentlemen, we can make it. Stop telling yourself that you're not going to make it out here. Stop telling yourself you're a victim of your circumstances. True enough, I understand we all have been through something. We all have flaws. But let me tell you something. Because of the fact that we have flaws and we learn an important lesson, learn it. When you learn it, let it go. Because see, the thing about it is, God is not going to put more on you than you can bear. But if you believe that you want to put more on yourself, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? It gets boggling inside right in here. That's where it goes. And when it goes right in here, you start to get shooting pains on the side, start having shooting pains throughout your body, your head start to hurt, your back start to ache. You start to be like, man, ooh, my sciatic nerve is acting up. Ooh, man, my leg is acting up. Man, everything is acting up. Because you know why? You start to feed in things that are not supposed to be there. When you stop feeding in things that's not supposed to be there to fix your spirit, that's when you know that a lot of stuff can be turned around. That's what I learned many years ago. If God can overturn what you done been through and see you through it, and you don't have to worry about being the victim of your circumstances back then, God made a way for you. But see, the thing about it is, no matter what addiction you have encountered in your past, it's not over until God said it's over. Okay. So there may times where God is trying to create something different for you. He's trying every year he's trying to create something different. Every month, every day, he's trying to create something different for you. So let's take the time very wisely while he's creating something in us every single day. Let's start to appreciate things like this. You know, nobody don't have to give us nothing. Nothing. But I'm thankful that God has given us something to be able to thrive, to be the best person that we can be in today's society. You can never take nothing from society that you ain't never seen before. Start doing things that you haven't been connected to, that you haven't seen yourself go a little bit further. I challenge you every single day for the next 30 days. Do something for yourself. And I promise you for the next 30 to 60 days, see how well God is working in your life. Because see, I see how God working in my life. He 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 be waking me up in the morning time. Sometimes he be waking my sleep. All right, I need you to do this now. And I'll be like, okay, God, whatever you say, I'll do. You know what I'm saying? Because when somebody of his caliber is in control, he wakes you out of your sleep to tell you, okay, I got all kinds of time today. Okay. Can you do my will? If I have something miraculous for you to do today, would you do it? You already know my answer gonna be yes. If you can give me everything that I need in life, yes, I'm gonna do it for you. Yes. Okay. So I'm very thankful. I'm very thankful, ladies and gentlemen, to have this platform called Haps TV. It's my network channel. So I'm live streaming for everywhere from YouTube. Instagram, Facebook, Haps TV. If you decide to come on the app, yeah, we have an app, Haps TV, HAPPS TV. You can find it in your Play Store, or you can go on the website and type in Haps TV. All right. Make sure that you invite your family and friends to check this platform out. I'm very excited about it because I'm very thankful that this information was shared for me. Shout out to the owner of WMQG radio station, Mr. Ron Anthony. I really appreciate you for giving me the opportunity to share this platform with me, and for Jeff for giving me the opportunity, the marketing guy of WMQG. I'm thankful that he shared it with him, that he shared it with me, um, that Ron shared it with Michelle, and I'm sharing this with you. If you're willing to open up, do your own podcast, your own radio station, whatever you're looking to do it. That's all you got to do. Just do it. Nobody is, forcing you to do anything you don't want to do. I just told my homeboy about it, and he about to start up his own podcast very soon. So I'm very excited about him willing to do that. Because the thing about it is, I understand I'm not twisting nobody arm whatsoever to be a part of this platform, to start your own platform. If you're in a dying need and you say, well, man, Mario, I want to start my own podcast, or I want to start something, you can do it. All right. So all I want to be in today's society is a pioneer to be able to help someone get to the next level. It's just like what Tyler Perry has said many years ago. I want to be able to be somebody that can help somebody cross to the other side. If it can, it don't matter if it's fashion, being an author, um, whatever God has instilled in me to be able to help me get you to the next level, whatever that next level it is for you. I'm willing to take you by the hand and show you the way, because that's what God is doing with us. He's showing us the way, you know, especially when we're doing things for the new for the first time, or maybe doing things maybe not so new for the first time. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just very thankful, God, for giving me the opportunity to be a part of this Haps TV. Like I said, if you want to start your own platform, Haps offers a free world class broadcasting tool, a community eager to collaborate in a simple way for viewers to support creators financially. Okay, and like I said, hi, my name is Demario Scott. I am the CEO of Royalty Kings and Queens Corp Ministry. Today, I'm using Haps, an exciting new platform that makes it super easy for me to simultaneously broadcast to all my social channels and see all of your comments in one place. If you're enjoying my broadcast, I encourage you to download the Haps app today, subscribe for more content. You'll even get 100 free coins for joining, which you can use to support my work. You also can download Haps app in your Play Store. Subscribe to get notified when I go live and support my work on Haps. All right. So if you want to sponsor me and you feel like I have did great justice in breaking down the tonight's information, like I said, I do this every Thursday and Friday from 7 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. I understand I went a little bit over today, but however, God has put me in a position for a reason to do his will. And I'm so excited to be able to be before you guys today. I'm thank you for all my viewers. I'm thank you for all my listeners. I thank you for House TV. I thank you for my radio station, Royalty Kings and Queens Corp radio show. I thank you for my company brand, Royalty Kings and Queens Corp, my fashion clothing brand. I thank you guys, all my fans, everybody for being a part of this. But before I get out of here, I have a simple prayer because God said, make it plain and simple. So I'm going to make it plain and simple for you to be able to open your eyes to a brighter rest of the night and a brighter tomorrow. Father, I love that you use foolish things to confound the wise and the weak things to shame the strong. That means that there is hope for me. I am both foolish, weak at times, so you might use me for your glory. Help me to ready when the time comes that I have slain the giant. Be with me and allow your power and glory to be revealed in me. Amen. Amen, y'all. Thank you guys for joining HAPS TV broadcast TV channel for Royalty Kings and Queens Court Ministry. I pray that God will help you to seek any type of opportunity through the righteousness of his right hand. Yes, his right hand. All right. So I'm very thankful and thank you time guys for taking time out of your busy schedule to come on House TV to check my broadcast out and all the live stream platform that's listening to me right now. I pray that God will continue to work in your life and continue to open doors for you that no man can shut. All right. I am, I am the CEO of Royalty Kings and Queens Court Ministry, and I'm thankful to have you guys come before me tonight. Like I said, check my broadcast out every Thursday and Friday from 7 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you're in a different time zone, check the time zone in your area, all of that. All right. I really appreciate you guys taking time out of your busy schedule, like I said again. And be blessed. Continue to say your prayers tonight, and tomorrow's a new day, a new beginning. Reset your life on the right things that's going to satisfy your life. God is for you, and nobody else can be against you. Take care. Holla.